Gabby Rose.
Hello.
And Jay Crusoe. Welcome. So Gabby just threw down an incredible Afro house set. That was insane. And can you explain, like, so you Shazammed all those tracks, or at least the majority of those tracks?
Majority.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, bring that microphone like a fist away from your face.
Okay.
Like,
can you hear me?
Yep. That perfect. You hear much better. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So I Shazammed a lot of that when I was in Spain and Ibiza, just overall the trip.
This was super recent, right?
Yeah. A couple weeks ago. Yeah. So I just got back. It's been a transition getting back into the flow of work and music and everything. Because I was there for it was like 12 days, 12-day trip, just all in.
Yeah. And so while you were in Ibiza, you went to High Ibiza and you saw Black Coffee.
Yeah.
And that's where you Shazammed a ton of these songs.
Yeah.
How was the show?
So it was my first time in High Ibiza and in Ibiza in Spain and all that. And I learned a lot from being out there. But the show, the place is beautiful. The club is amazing. The way they decorate, just everything, how big it is and the design of it. And the only thing is that they oversold the show.
Really?
For sure.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So you could barely get past the bar area to actually see much. And it was like borderline crowd surge. So yeah, you couldn't move. If you tried to dance or move around a little bit, you were rubbing against the next person, behind you, in front of you, right, left. And so I couldn't be there like super long. It wasn't like a long night there.
But you locked in some Shazams.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like, what is the percentage of successful Shazams that you got? Because I'm assuming that you Shazammed some and it came up no song found.
Yeah. No, I feel like I got at least 5-6 tracks.
Nice. Yeah. She got them.
Yeah.
She got them.
Yeah. I got them. I got a good amount.
She successfully Shazammed. So where else did you go on this Euro trip?
Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. So we started off in Barcelona. From Barcelona, went to Madrid to Ibiza back to Barcelona for a night, and then flew back to Tampa. So my friend Farah and I, we have been planning on going on this trip for a couple of years. It's always been her dream to go there.
That's awesome.
And so, when you're like, oh, it's a good idea, we should go and do this, and then you don't do it.
And then years go by.
Yeah. So this year I was like, let's just lock in the flight, and then the rest will happen. Let's do the flight. We'll figure out the rest later. And so that's what we did.
Wow.
And it was
so
awesome.
Fun. What other shows did you go to while you were there?
So we went, in Barcelona, we went to this more underground club. But Barcelona, actually, majority of that was very touristy. It was a lot of just trying to figure out the spots to go to. So that took a couple days to kind of figure it out. And then Madrid, same, it was a lot of reggaeton type of vibe, so there wasn't much house that we came across.
I could, yeah, that makes sense.
It was a lot of like more Spanish music, reggaeton type of, but we also
Mami que tú quieres,
that was the vibe. But it's funny because I'm a house girl. My friend is like reggaeton, so we had to split up the trip in different types of places we went to, and to have both of our thing. We also went to Ushuaia.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Who was DJing?
Oh my God. I I'm totally drawing a blank right now.
Okay, that's
but
cool.
I have it. I'm so bad with that. But it was a vibe there. Like, it was packed. It was open weekend.
And we should explain, like, Ushuaia is this, like, it's like the water of Ibiza. Is that fair? It's a beach club.
Yeah, you can't go in there. You couldn't go into the pool or anything.
Really?
But no, that was blocked off.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was the same vibe as like outdoors. It's a hotel.
And speaking of water,
yeah,
you opened up for LP Giobbi. I don't know how to say her name.
Giobbi.
Yeah, you opened up for LP Giobbi.
Yeah,
at Water.
That was awesome.
That is so cool.
After Breakaway.
Yeah.
That was super fun. I love pool parties. I love daytime parties. I love pool parties. And LP,
LP does a lot of Grateful Dead stuff.
Yeah.
Which if you're a listener of Graham Radio, you know damn well that I am a huge Deadhead. Yeah. LP Giobbi what she's doing is so cool with her Dead House thing. She has an EP called Garcia that is, I think, 5 or 6 Grateful Dead remixes of she remixes it into house music, and just like the way that she is able to process Jerry's guitar tone is like, it's so cool. It is so cool what she's doing.
Her last track that she played was one of those remixes.
Really?
And I remember because I was getting up there, and she turned around to look at she had her like Grateful Dead fans that were there, and they were just vibing out. It was awesome to see that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So speaking of you being a house girl, you know, you're crushing it with your content and your DJing bookings. It's cool, but I want to know, like, how did this all get started? Like, were you in a musical family? Who really showed you? Like, how did you get into music initially?
Yeah, so
you're from New York, right?
I'm from New York. Yeah, upstate New York. So from a very young age, like I was really into old school techno, or I guess like 90s techno, because that's when I was growing up. So like Alice DJ, Better Off Alone, Sandstorm, Venga Boys, like some of that type of music. And I just loved that when I was younger. And then getting into, I guess, second grade is when I picked up cello. So since
the instrument, the cello.
The cello, yeah, yes. The instrument. So I started reading and writing music at a really young age. And I was actually just talking to my mom about this the other day, but I started composing too, like my own music. And I was really in it and really loved it. But once I got older, I was super embarrassed that I played cello, because I'm like this little girl with this cello. And it's just, you don't want to be that person, that, you know, that kid in high school or whatever, it's playing.
Oh my God, I remember the kids who would play cello in my high school.
That you're an orchestra.
I would relentlessly bully them.
So you would have been my boy.
You're an asshole, bro. What the
fuck? So yeah, you don't want to be an orchestra. Like that's not it when you're that age. So I dropped it. And then I think it was more into high school. I started going to festivals. So like EDC New York, Moonrise, and other EDM type festivals.
I don't remember EDC New York.
That was a thing.
I don't remember. Yeah. Damn, that's cool. How was that?
Oh, I mean, it was great.
It was great.
Well, yeah, here's more. Let me piggyback off your question. Who was the headliner?
You can't ask me that.
Oh, that's so funny. No, we'll move on. We'll move on.
You can't ask me that question. There was too many, but
that's so funny.
Yeah.
So EDC New York. This is like what years are we talking about?
I had to be what age? When could you even get into?
Well, was this like during high school or during college?
It had to be like ending of high school, getting into early years of college.
Nice.
That's like 18.
Yeah. So beginning, like right when
that's about when I went to Ultra.
So I think right when you can get in, right? 18.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 18.
So it was around that time. Started going to festivals and really getting into EDM music and all of that.
Right.
Was into dubstep, which is kind of funny. I was like, really, my friends were all like.
That was the era.
Yeah, that was the time
era.
for it.
Yeah.
So then as I got a little bit older, I started traveling more. I had a birthright trip to Israel, and seeing other type of music, more ethnic, Middle Eastern, the vocals, the different instruments they use, and just hearing that, it was very inspiring, and I just connected to that a lot. And then just traveling to other places, Mexico, Costa Rica, and other Latin American countries. So it was kind of like broadening my horizon of music, and especially the afrohouse. And I ended up in Tulum before it got crazy.
So it's what it sounds like. What it sounds like is a lot of the traveling that you do and that you've done. A lot of it is centered around the discovery of music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like I guess I was always musically inclined, playing an instrument at a young age, and then just being able to kind of see other cultures and how what instruments they play. And
so was there like a big moment? Was there a certain show that really showed? Was there a big show that really influenced you to pursue creativity in this way?
Yeah, so it was in Miami, and I was with a couple friends at Joya Beach. And for anybody that's been to Joya Beach in Miami, it's right on the water. It's a beachy vibe. It reminded me kind of a Tulum vibe. It's very just Afro house melodic, and there was a sunset. And I remember just looking at the DJ and thinking in my head, like, this is really cool. This is really beautiful. I want to be that person to share with the crowd, to vibe with the crowd. I want to be that person. I want to DJ. And as I'm saying that in my head, it was like 30 to 60 seconds later, my friend Ratmir, he was like, Gabby, I can see you DJing. Like, I can picture you doing that. And I'm like, did you just read my mind?
Ratmir.
Yeah. Did you just read my mind?
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was, and that's
a beautiful story.
Yeah. But it was in that moment that I was like, wait, no, this is it.
When was this?
This is it.
When was this?
This was a couple years ago.
Few years
Cool.
ago.
Yeah. And he is very good friends with a local DJ producer here, Quinn Blalock, and he connected me with him, and that's who I reached out to, and I took lessons from him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Quinn's a cool dude.
Yeah, and he's so talented.
Have you met him?
I think I met him once, but it was like at a show, and I think he might have been DJing at the time that I met him. So I'm gonna say no.
Yeah. So
yeah. So you started taking lessons with Quinn. So like, what did those lessons consist of? Like, did he have CDJs and a mixer? What exactly did he like? Is that what you learned on?
So actually, I learned on an XZ.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So
well, honestly, that's one and the same. You can you can totally play on CDJs if you learn on an XC.
Yeah, it was a easy transition to CDJs from that, and I immediately I purchased everything right away. I got my XC, I got my little monitors. Awesome. I was like, I'm going all in on this. I wanna get the best equipment at that time. Yeah,
you absolutely have to.
I would rather get the good stuff from the beginning than work my way up. Just because I knew I was going to start using it a lot and using it in other places and be able to have that with me. So yeah, just, I'd go to his place and he would teach me for a couple hours, and then I would go home, practice. And then I started those lessons. I want to say it was end of August that year. And then I had my first official gig. It was New Year's Eve. Yeah. So that
Where was it?
At District Lounge.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was just for it was mostly just our friends.
And that's in St. Pete?
Yeah, St. Pete. So that was mostly just our friends. And then I would say the first booking, that was at the Nest. Danielle had.
Okay.
Danielle
How was that?
I mean, I had a great time. It was awesome. I was I created the whole set. I was super nervous though, but luckily it was all my friends. I had a bunch of friends there come to support me.
So now you're at the point where I feel like I can't open Instagram and not see you either at a show DJing or posting about a show that you're going to DJ, promoting something. How many times a month do you think you DJ?
At least once a weekend.
That's awesome.
So I would say, now because of Concrete Jungle, it's more twice a week. There was a point where it was 3, it could be 3, 4, even the max was 4. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm losing my mind because I'm doing way too much.
What?
Wait. Whoa,
go ahead.
What's Concrete Jungle?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
So wait, what?
What's Concrete Jungle?
Oh, so that is the Tulum-inspired bar restaurant in St. Pete. So it's it's right on Central, and they have the upstairs. It's more of a restaurant. Downstairs is more of the underground loungy area. So Thursdays, me and La Catira, she's another DJ locally, and her and I play there every Thursday, and it's called Underground Thursdays. So it's typically an afro house vibe there, but sometimes we switch it up. We did an indie dance night. And
Fun.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I fuck with the heavy.
Yeah.
So another place that you're about to DJ that I really want to talk about is Alter Ego.
Yeah.
So Alter Ego is DJ Casper's new creation.
Yo, how is that? I've been wanting to go.
It is so cool. I went 2 weeks ago and just sat there with some friends, ordered drinks, and just my jaw was dropping because DJ Casper's music was just insane. But the vibe of it, and I want to know if you agree with this, is 70s from the future.
Yeah, I could see that. Very loungy, soulful, I would say. It's got soul.
Yeah, you know what's a really bold part about Alter Ego? This is very bold of an establishment like that. The carpeted floor. Yeah. Yeah, because it's red carpeted floor. It's a red carpeted floor.
The whole thing?
The whole thing is red carpeted floor. I can't speak for behind the bar. I mean, I doubt that behind the bar it's red carpeted.
Not.
But it's dangerous because at some point they're gonna have to rip that carpet up and replace it. That's kind of pricey, but I mean that's the price you have to pay for a vibe.
They should just make it like strips, like make it like an actual like red carpet and like patterns throughout the fucking venue.
That would be cool. But yeah, the alter ego, it's such a vibe.
What
I like, dope.
Yeah, what I like about it is they have a certain capacity of people that they're gonna allow in there. And so it's not going to be super crowded. Like you will be able to order a drink just fine. You'll be able to sit down. You can hear yourself talk. Like it's not like you're jam packed in there. You can actually
cool.
enjoy your time. And,
I love that.
What kind of set are you gonna throw down there? Like, is it gonna be like what you just did here?
No, so it's definitely more loungy there. So I'm thinking more down tempo. Maybe more down tempo version of that. Maybe organic house potentially. Or I'm also thinking about a little bit of funky minimal. I don't know. I'm trying to like
when's
BPM,
the set?
It's on,
what BPM do you like usually go for?
I mean, something for this, I don't think I would go past like 124. I don't think.
Okay.
I would maybe keep it even lower than that.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fair.
I gotta see what the vibe is like.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
one thing that I really think you do well, Gabby, is content. Do you do a lot of your own content?
So yeah, besides the reels that you guys might see in my YouTube videos like that, I have videographers that help me with that. That is not my area of expertise, but I will just, I don't know, sometimes I'll create certain things or I'll talk to the camera or whatever, and I'll like have an idea that comes to me and then I'll just post it.
Yeah, because while you were in Spain, you made more than one YouTube video. You made a couple videos.
Yeah, I still have to upload those, but I brought my my Newmark with me, and so my portable controller, and I could basically just pop up anywhere and just start playing and just record it. And I had the idea when I was on the plane to do that because I'm like, I don't need to have speakers. There's no sound that needs to come out. I can just have my headphones in.
Oh, so you brought your DJ deck without thinking that you were gonna
just a DJ to herself. I fuck with that.
Yeah,
I fuck with that heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You brought it. You brought it, and then you had the idea of doing content.
Yeah, just put it up.
How many sets did you play?
3. So I did one on the plane, one on the train to Madrid.
On the plane?
Yeah.
How'd you manage to do that?
So it's portable. It's battery. So, or not battery. It's it keeps you charge.
You crank it on.
Yeah, you just put it on.
You just had to like.
Yeah, crank it.
Damn,
no, so yeah, and it was pretty crazy because that after I played, I just did like 18, 20 minutes. After I played, the flight attendant came up to me. She was like, "Do you know John Summit?"
That's so funny. What'd you say?
I was just like, yeah, I know who John Summit is. Yeah, that's he's like a super famous artist DJ, and she's like she was an older woman, and she was
my
like
grandson,
and she was just like, so that's actually like I know him, like family friends.
That's crazy.
Wait, isn't John's dad a pilot?
Yes, that's exactly what she. Yeah, that's what she said. American Airlines pilot or captain or whatever.
That's crazy.
So.
Schuster, I think is his last name.
Yeah.
John Schuster, yeah.
Yeah, and so she was like, yeah, family friends. Like, I know his dad. He's a pilot. And I was like, okay, is there any way you can give him this note? But I thought about it afterwards. She walked away, and then my friend was like, we got to write something down. Like, got to give her something. Just in case, you never know. This is a fun story, too, to be able to tell. And so... we wrote it down, and then I went up to her and was like, so I know you mentioned that you're family friends. So is there any way you could potentially pass this on to him? I'm going to post this plane video to YouTube and also just like check it out and all that. And she's like, yeah, I'll give it to his dad. I don't know if she actually did, but
you're still hoping. We're manifesting.
Yeah. One of these
dope.
days he'll reach out and be like, I got a picture of your name.
Mr. Schuster, I want to let you know that if a flight attendant gave you a note to check out Gabby Rose, please give it to your son.
Please. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because she's a fantastic DJ.
Big for the program.
So have you dove into production?
I am trying to right now. That is the goal right now. I have a little bit. I started taking some lessons and trying to figure it out. I don't think I have enough time in the day, which is becoming. I'm trying to prioritize things a little bit differently. Because you need a lot of time for that, and there's so many ins and outs of it, and just learning everything. I'm actually working on a track with Kalila. She's an artist. Actually, she's back in town this weekend for an event. So I don't know if you guys have heard of Kalila, but she does a lot of that ethnic type of music, ethnic and Middle Eastern type of afrohouse vibes. So we have been working on something, and so that's one thing. And I also have like a couple things that I've kind of dabbled in my own time, but I need
what
to
is
get
what does that
myself-
mean? What does that mean?
What do you produce on?
Ableton.
Ableton.
Well, hold
Yeah.
on. What does that mean? You have some things that you what?
Oh, just like I've put a couple things together in Ableton.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, cool,
but
cool.
not much. Like I need to do way more with it. I
get
need
it.
to really dive in all
It's
the way.
just like when I started producing, I didn't realize that I was going to get a lot better at DJing. Like producing makes you a better DJ, and DJing makes you a better producer. It's like it's crazy because you realize like what affects what and how you can how you can DJ in a way that's. I mean, Jay, like when you're DJing, do you sometimes picture like certain waves, like the kick wave and things like that? Ever since I've been producing, I when I DJ, I really think of it in waves and in what exactly is happening in this track. It's definitely made me a better DJ, and plus producing is just like so fun when you can start DJing with your own tracks. That'd be so that's sick. I mean, imagine if you were at High Ibiza and Black Coffee drops a Gabby Rose track.
That's incredible. I know,
on.
and it's like.
But the thing is, that's like hold on, that's like realistic though, because I mean, we all probably follow many of the same people, or if not the same people, the same type of people. How often do we see like someone repost that Chris Lake played their track, or Marco Corolla played their track, or Black V-Neck played their track? John Summit played No Mas Pelea live and in his radio show, which is sick. And it's like that is so it's not like it's easy, but it is very attainable. That to have big artists, big massive touring artists play your tracks. And I mean, isn't that just so fucking cool?
I think that's the thing about it is like as a DJ, you're getting praised for other people's music, and it's like I want people to be like, oh, that's her track, like she's playing her music, and to be able to appreciate that, and that's what I'm excited for. Something that's my sound that I can share with people. It's my creativity, my art.
Isn't that such a trippy part of being a DJ? Like you can become a massively successful DJ, and that only consists of showcasing other people's art.
Yeah,
and it's like. It's the complete opposite of every other type of creative outlet. For example, writing a book. You can't just copy and paste The Great Gatsby and call it your own and make it look beautiful and new. Like you can't just like. I mean, I guess you can. But
DJing is an art unto itself, bro.
Right. Okay. Yeah. As I'm talking about this. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Damn, what the fuck? Are you anti-DJ?
No, I'm very pro DJ. I'm just saying that there's a big.
I'm fucking with you.
Okay, it's more like this. A stand-up comic can't go on stage and recite George Carlin and call it his own.
Well, yeah, but like that's because DJing is a different type of art.
Yeah, exactly. It's cool. It's awesome. Yeah. And I'm not saying that you're going on stage and calling everything that what you're doing your own, but you can really make it your own by the style of
like
DJ.
Carl Cox, he didn't really start producing much. He just got huge as a DJ, and then he started producing.
Who?
Carl Cox?
I'm kidding, yeah.
Oh, I was about it. Boy.
So, well, we got to wrap this up because I know you have to get out of here soon. But before we do, I want you. You and I did this on a recent podcast, Jay. But if I were like a tourist in St. Pete, and I asked you what are house music venues that I can go to in St. Pete, what is a list that you would provide for house music venues in St. Pete?
So house music is Saigon Blonde. I mean, that's like the spot, I would say. Also, well, the Henley, once that's opening up, which I'll be playing at next Friday. And then I guess Concrete Jungle, they got now they're starting to build that up too. And besides that, I would say more of the events that go on, because there's a ton of events every weekend. So that you always want to look out for, like the factory or like the Privé events, things like that. So there's always some sort of event going on. But yeah, I would say those 3 places.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Jay, any questions before we go?
No, not really. Are you playing OMF?
Yeah.
Sick.
I will be. Yeah, me and Jenny Z are playing back to back.
All right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's all up to here.
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
Perfect. Can't wait.
All right, Gabby Rose, that was wonderful.
Awesome. Thank
Cool.
you so much. This was great.
For the listeners, you know I love you. Peace.